On July 1st, 2021, self-determination officially became an option for all individuals eligible for regional center services under the Lanterman Act. On January 1st, 2022, the San Diego Regional Center hit a major milestone with 100 people officially enrolled in self-determination, meaning they are actively exercising control and authority over their individual budgets to purchase the services and supports they need to achieve their goals. Understanding the process of self-determination. First, you would attend a self-determination orientation to learn more about the program. You would create a person-centered plan, create an individualized budget, develop services and spending plan, select an FMS and staff, and hold an IPP meeting. Then you would begin self-determination. Sounds easy enough, right? But what happens when the process doesn't make sense to you? You begin to feel feelings of overwhelm. You start to feel frustrated, confused, maybe even helpless. That's when the role of an independent facilitator can step in to better assist you and support you during the self-determination process. With the help of an independent facilitator, you begin to feel supported, heard, hopeful, and empowered. So what is an independent facilitator? The role of the independent facilitator is to guide and assist in the person-centered plan process as part of the self-determination program in collaboration with the person and/or their family. They work with all ages and assess the participants' needs, navigate services, attend meetings, choose providers along with an FMS agency, while also creating a budget to work from. The ultimate purpose of an independent facilitator is to help people with disabilities attain their dreams and goals to live a fulfilling and empowered life. How can you find an independent facilitator? An independent facilitator is an optional service provided by San Diego Regional Center and can help a member identify and coordinate the services they may choose to purchase. At cost, you can find your own independent facilitator outside of those offered by San Diego Regional Center. The SDP network is another resource to find an independent facilitator in the San Diego, Los Angeles area. What is the first step in independent facilitation? An independent facilitator will meet with the participant family to gather information for their person-centered plan. In some cases, several meetings are needed to help fully understand goals, interests, while creating a plan. The independent facilitator will look at the broader scope of the participant's life while building a budget for their person-centered plan. What is their ideal life? How do they want to live their life? What areas could be lacking? Participant or family can look over the initial plan and address any questions. Once a participant or their family approves the PCP, the independent facilitator sends it to San Diego Regional Center to call a budget meeting. When creating person-centered plans and individual budgets for clients, what are some areas addressed first? Everybody is different. Assess what is needed and what the family needs, paying specific focus to unmet needs. It's important to observe, listen, make suggestions, and offer insight. An independent facilitator will know what service codes to be included and have a strong understanding of service definitions when building your PCP. There are a variety of social recreation services, tutoring, life skills, opportunities for kids utilizing self-determination. For adults, they can receive supported living services, transportation services, social recreation, and more. A tip: participant and/or family do not need to be stuck with traditional services or vendors. They can choose who and what they want. What happens next in the process? During the budget meeting, The participant and/or their family and independent facilitator will discuss the amount of money that is appropriate to help support the unmet needs of the participant. From there, a spending plan which includes all services and goals is created by the independent facilitator. San Diego Regional Center will carefully look over the spending plan to monitor where funds are being allocated. An independent facilitator could also help reallocate funds if necessary. Tip: social recreation funding can be combined with self-determination. Do independent facilitators work with a financial management service agency, or is this something solely between the selected service providers and FMS billing? It's primarily the responsibility of the participant and/or family to attain the FMS agency. San Diego Regional Center will provide a suggested list of financial management service agencies. In some cases, the independent facilitator can suggest an FMS to work with. Participants have the right to switch FMS agencies when their next spending plan is due. Depending on the offerings of the independent facilitator, they can attend the FMS consult with the families and assist with the intake form and billing questions and the process. Note: an independent facilitator can be added to the participant spending plan if they were to assist with further billing inquiries. FMS agencies could sometimes be challenging for families and service providers when it comes to billing or invoicing. Tip: call them and stay in contact to stay on top of when payments to service providers are due. Advocate for them to pay. Some service providers will delay services if they are not paid by FMS. Funding comes from the state to Regional Center. San Diego Regional Center will create a POS, then send those funds to the FMS. Any service providers or vendors working with an FMS will need to sign a vendor packet, provide a W-9, and invoice for service provided. How does an independent facilitator stay current with the growing number of resources out there in order to support clients to find a good match? Stay up to date with San Diego Regional Center and their resources. Visit reliable resource information like the Department of Disability's website. Every week, there is a state disability meeting that anyone can attend to discuss changes. It's important to know of any changes to better support your clients. Keep a running list of resources in the area. Lean on other independent facilitators to collaborate. Why would a client benefit from having an independent facilitator? The process of self-determination could be a challenge to navigate, especially when you're new to the process. The independent facilitator is experienced and can guide you through the necessary steps to living the life you want. It helps to have an objective perspective to assess true unmet needs of the participant.